Buying a house in California can be challenging. That's why we've created the Essential Home Buyer's Guide that talks about 3 things that are very important if you're buying a house in California. Number 1 is negotiation and representation. How do you get a loan agent and a real estate agent who are both negotiators and both representing you in the best way that gives you the best sales price? And number 2 is how to leverage the sales price that you want to make on a property rather than agreeing to what the seller wants in a seller's market. We show you exactly how to do that. And number 3, how to control the closing costs in a transaction. We explain every single closing cost and whether it's junk or not, which gives you mastery to negotiate your own closing costs in a real estate transaction. So click on the link below in the description and download a free copy of the Essential Home Buyer's Guide so you can be prepared to buy real estate in California. So in my guide, I talk about leveraging the sales price. Leveraging the sales price is also a technical point of negotiation. All 3 things I talk about in the Essential Home Buyer's Guide is really about negotiation and representation, including negotiating the closing costs, which is the 3rd point. But let's talk about point number 2, leveraging the sales price. What that basically means is you're offering the sales price based upon what you think is competitive. It's not completely lowballing the seller. Lowballing the seller and asking for a bunch of concessions generally does not get your offer accepted. And so the most important, what is the best offer you can make? And folks, the best offer you can make is the one that is countered. A countered offer is keeps you in the game. If you make an offer so low and you don't get countered, what do you have left to do? And the answer is nothing. It's begging. You can't go back and beg if your offer isn't countered. So the best offer you can make, folks, is a countered offer. One thing that's common in the industry that I hear a lot from buyer's agents is we want to make a clean offer. Let me interpret what that means. When a buyer's agent says they want to make a clean offer, that means they don't want any counters. Folks, a clean offer is not a negotiated offer. That is not the best offer you can be making. And when I ask agents about this, say, hey, we want our offer to be accepted. I said, no, you don't. You want your offer to be countered. Folks, the best offer that is a good offer is a countered offer. That means that the seller was not completely happy with everything you negotiated. You're not looking for a clean offer. A clean offer is you give the seller everything they wanted. And I've also had people say, when I talk, here's also what a non-negotiating agent does. They'll say, well, I like working with this listing agent. They're very powerful and I don't want to make them mad. It's like, well, excuse me. You should not want to make your participant, the person you're representing, mad. Who cares what the listing agent thinks? Oh, I just want to make sure we can work together again. So they're always worried about offending the listing agent. That is not what a good negotiating agent does. So I want to start out there. So let's talk about the second point in the Home Buyer's Guide, and that is it's essential that when you make a leveraged offer that you're putting in the price you want. Now, that doesn't mean that you're offering such a lowball price that you're not going to get a counter, because if you don't get a counter, then you're begging. And you don't want to be in a position of begging. The best offer is a countered offer if you're working with the right agent. So what does that mean? Most people think if they ask for the absolute lowest price, they're going to get the absolute lowest payment. And that's not how it works, folks. Lowering the sales price or putting more down has less effect on your payment than buying down the rate. Why is that? Buying down the rate, the reason that has more impact than putting more down is because you're reducing the interest rate on the whole 6-figure loan transaction, which is going to have a dramatic impact on the payment. When you're only putting 5% more down, that doesn't reduce the loan amount much, and it doesn't reduce the interest rate much. So what we recommend you do is, rather than offering a lower purchase price, that you raise the sales price and ask the seller to pay 3% in recurring and non-recurring closing costs, or in fact, 2.5% in a buy-down fee. That buy-down fee, when it's negotiated against a higher sales price, actually gives you a lower payment across the board when you're leveraging the sales price with a buy-down. Now, if you're not sure what that looks like, go down to the description and download our free Home Buyer's Guide. It's the Essential Home Buyer's Guide. It will give you everything you need to know about buying a home in California and how to leverage your sales price. Offering the lowest price and asking for a bunch of closing costs, forget it. You're not going to get that offer accepted. Do it the way I suggested, and go down to the area below and press on description and you can download our free Essential Home Buyer's Guide.